for Word on the Street. I'm Jared Yamamoto. You normally hear me on the Von Hessler Doctrine from 9 to noon, but working the other side of the clock. It's 9:36 at night, but don't you worry, Mikey. I'll be there bright and early in the morning.
So glad, y'all.
Having fun with the whole Von Hessler Doctrine gang.
And congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Our big news. So we're excited to celebrate. I'm sure we'll be talking about that tomorrow morning as well. In case you are just tuning in, we did just sign a 3-year deal, so we'll be here at least
There we
next
go.
three
All
That's
months.
right. Hey, Tim and Autumn. Those are my favorites. Jared's not my favorite. Hey, Tim and Autumn.
Wow! But we're such good buddies here on this show.
Oh.
Just until 10 o'clock. I'm Team Randy right now.
Okay. No, I'm worried sick about you because we've got a lot of things going on here already. Nicole was already bringing up horror movies. She was the first one, basically to jump into full fall mode in August. And now she's jumping into horror movies, which makes sense. I guess, I started to see a couple of trees as I was driving in through Midtown. Started to see a couple of trees starting to get a couple of colors, some yellows here and there, but not anything,
so pretty.
drastic. I do think it's aggressive to get in the horror movies, honestly, Nicole. We'll get to that here in a minute. But, Mike D is also a traffic reporter here at WSB.
No, that's Mike Boozer.
That's right. Sorry. I wonder, hey, do Mike Boozer and Mike D get along?
Yeah, whoa.
Every now and then.
Every now and then. They work things
They
out.
fight on Friday nights. You should see them.
Oh, I bet. It's always trying to figure out how much time there is left to continue the party, if you know what I mean.
That part.
So you were driving in yesterday to the studio and got in a little accident. What happened?
Got a
Are you
little
okay?
fender bender. I'm good. I was messing around saying my knee hurt, but no injuries or nothing. But it was funny because I'm on. If you know how Midtown area works, I'm on West Peachtree.
Yeah.
And so, the fork in the road, you're either going to merge onto Peachtree Street or you're going to continue on the Beaufort Spring connector.
Right.
So I'm in the far right lane and I'm doing, because it's a little bootleg. It's that curve and you turn, it's right there. So I'm turning on, that's the Federal Loan Bank. I think that's right there before you get to the gas station. And so I'm in the far right lane and I'm making my little turn and all of a sudden I just hear boom. And I was like, did I just get hit? I was like, right? Somebody need to pick me up. See, that's a sponsorship right there. Write that down. But I was like, did I just get hit? Like, I just got hit. So I literally pull over to stay in that far right lane, got my flashes on. And then the car that hit me, it was a Nissan. So, but I looked to see who gets out. And then I by the whole outfit. I said, that's a kid. I was like, oh my God. And then he was so frustrated. I didn't look at my car damage or anything. I just grabbed my keys. I turned my truck off. And then when I got out, I went and hugged him. I went and hugged. I was like, come here. Like, first of all, you're in the middle of Peachtree. Like, somebody gonna hit you. That's number one. Number two, I was like, come here. First of all, are you good? Like, are you safe? You good? Y'all injured? He was like, man, I'm good. And then he called. He said, my bad. And I said, wait a minute.
Oh, man.
Have I gotten that old?
Might be.
I'm an unk now?
No.
You're an old man.
But see, during the summertime, especially last year, the Water Boys, and we've had those conversations before. They call me Unk now. I'm Unk now. I'm no longer Big Bro.
Really?
I am Unk in the neighborhood
I wonder
now.
at what point does that change? I mean, is it?
I don't know.
Do you think? I mean, what attire?
You couldn't see my gray hair. It was nighttime.
Well, because you went over there and hugged them like a father would. They're like, oh, this must be my uncle. Oh my God, Uncle, sorry.
That's a good point, Randy.
Because you got out of the car, and you approached him with love and kindness. Yeah.
Because I mean, he was so
mature.
frustrated. And I asked how old, and he was like 19, and I was like, I was 19 when I got in my first accident. So I was like, come here, but let me get you out the street first. Like, let's get out the street, and we're gonna step over here, call your people, and let them know what happened, because next I got to explain we got consequences now. I got to call an officer. We have to go through all this and the third. But like he was real cool and had a friend with him. They both were 19. I was like,
they're both okay.
Both okay.
Okay.
But
good.
it's the unk thing.
I can tell that.
Like I am an uncle. I have a whole bunch of nieces and nephews, play nieces and nephews, my godchildren. I'm a dad, all that. But it was my bad unk.
Yeah.
And you're 30 or
31.
31. Okay.
And my bad unk. I said my dad.
I'm telling you, I think Randy hit the nail on the head there by saying that because of you going over there and hugging him and trying to be kind of a not a father figure, but just trying to be like a parental figure in this case.
You approached him with kindness,
which is usually not what happens when people get arrested. People are just like,
there are a lot of people they're not. They say they're not calm or anything, but I guess for me, I don't know. I'm a little different breed, but I will say, and I love APD. Shout out to APD. So the officer says, I thought you was about 40 when I pulled up.
Oh no! Did she really?
Not 40.
Ma'am, am I 40?
Did you have your cap on or you had your bald head showing?
I had my cap on. I thought, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Had my sweatpants, and my t-shirt. I was like, do I look that old?
You know what we're gonna do here, Randy? You want to take a picture of Mike real quick? We're gonna post it on our PowerPod socials right now. It'd be the.
I haven't shaved because they don't have to look at me on radio.
Whether or not, that's the important. Is you sound young like that. So
I thought I was.
You look young too.
Thought I was.
So
my bad. Wait a minute.
You would find me in the category of. I would not call you uncle like that. I would not be in that category. So, but interest. We'll put it up on our PowerPod socials. PowerPod WSB on Instagram and also PowerPod on just Facebook.
That's right.
There we go. And also individually, all of us are on the socials as well too.
Man, I used to be big bro, and then when I turned 30, my bad.
Really stuck on that.
I was gonna say, get over it. When you turn 30, you just fall into the auntie
is that what it is?
Category. Like I've been calling somebody auntie, and I'm like, whoa. I'm still big sister. Don't get it twisted. But it was because of my motherly. It's about the approach.
Yeah.
Like
is that what it was?
Okay. Wisdom. You gave them advice. You're like, oh yeah.
It's like in The Office where there were some interns. This was obviously pre-pandemic, but there were some interns that were saying yes, ma'am,
because
no, ma'am.
You actually are one of the few ones that do not work here at WSB. You work in the
Correct.
Atlanta fashion.
Industry.
So you have a big fancy office with a bunch of clothes
well,
everywhere,
I don't know.
and a bunch of things.
Nice
look at us, we're so fashionable.
Curtains and feathers and glitter.
That's right. You know me, I always have glitter.
Is that a drag show? I got lost.
That's Tina's side hustle there.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for outing her on the air,
Sorry.
Randy. Oh my goodness, she's trying to make a buck or two. My goodness.
Randy.
But you were saying, so interns were coming in your office.
Yes, and it's that similar feeling of like, they say yes, ma'am, and I'm like, oh my God, am I a mom? Like, what? Are these my babies? Like, what?
These my babies. Shut up,
do not call me ma'am. I'm not even 30 yet. I'm the youngest.
You don't
on the
like
show,
that? It's respect.
Okay?
You're from the South. It's a respect thing.
I know, but I'm not old yet. I'm young, wild, and free, baby.
Is that what they said?
Oh.
Randy?
No, I'm done.
Already.
But I get that though. Like you're 25, and they be like, "Yes, sir." Wait a minute, just Mike.
No, I love that. I'm.
So
please
you
call
like
me
that?
Man. Yes, because I'm respect me. Respect the man.
Your elders.
Respect the no.
I mean, when you almost 50.
Respect the miss. I'm gonna throw this freaking coffee.
Yeah, Randy.
Oh my bad. I'm Team Randy first out. My bad.
Randy is the elder on the show.
My
Yes,
birthday
she
Sunday.
is.
Thank you. I will be the oldest.
That's right.
You've been the oldest. But Nicole, what about you? You're down there in Savannah, so I feel like if
Very
anybody would have
proper.
the proper, grammar. I do declare, ma'am and everything.
Mrs. Bennett.
I feel like you're probably witnessing that a lot down there, aren't you? So things are starting to happen. I can't think of any time where people have come up to me and called me sir.
I'm sure they have.
Unless they were older, they definitely don't call me Mr. Yamamoto. It's always Jared, and I think it's because the last name is just hard to say. So I think people are.
Wait a minute.
I think I'll be honest. I was on with Milani Kai and Shelly Winter earlier, and Milani got my name wrong on the airways.
I think she said Yamaloto.
Yeah, Yamaloto.
Which is a kind of a cool name.
Now she know how to say it. That was a shot.
Oh,
that was a shot right
Oh,
there.
you think so? Okay, all right, good.
Was she trying to throw Jared off?
That's it, because we still got this basketball game. We let them heal their knees up. We got to let them get their knees together before the cold weather, because when the cold weather comes,
they'll be done. I mean, at that point, it's our game.
Hey, Shelley.
Don't even have a chance. Especially Shelley. Now, Nicole Bennett, the important thing. So again.